Hey you, yeah you, what are you looking at right now?
Isn't it kind of weird that my reflection is talking right now?
It doesn't matter who I am. What are you looking at right now?
Yeah, my hair just isn't really looking the way it's supposed to be.
Your hair's got, what? Listen, I want you to say these words with me, okay? Say I'm cute.
Hey, check my resume.
Say I'm cute.
Too fast.
I'm cute. Say I'm cute with conviction. I'm cute.
Check my clock. I can't stop. Fuck around, make my 40 pop. No popcorn. I pop pistols. Reaming my body. Clothing no issue. Bitch, you look sick. You need a tissue. You drop a body. I just might bless you.
Camera kind of close today, ain't it? Another episode of BruceRants. I guess you don't know, this is like where I check the audio and stuff. Mic check 1 2 1 2. That's the beginning of my rap career. If you see me rapping, roast me. Don't let me rap. I'm not. It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be a joke. All right, everybody, welcome to episode 4 of BruceRants. That's 4. That's cuatro, 4 in Spanish. I think every episode now we might say a different episode number in a different language. For those of you who want to learn numbers in different language. Jizz. You're only gonna know one though. So we got like French and Spanish. Hopefully it helps you. It's not going to. We talking about hair. So lately I've been noticing that hair kind of has people acting a little different in 2019. People color their hair, people dye their hair, people cut their hair in a myriad of different ways. I figured I should just say something about it. If you're wondering about my hair specifically, which you're not, my dad actually used to cut my hair. My dad is actually the one who got me into cutting my own hair. Anybody who cuts their own hair has a story of how their dad made them look like Chris Hemsworth from that one Thor movie. Now, my dad never jacked my hair up, but he did always give me the same haircut. It was always a dark Caesar. Now, a dark Caesar is just like a 1 all the way around. You can still see the hair, but if you're white, you still think a black person's bald. And so getting tired of the same haircut over and over and over and over, especially in like 2010-ish, maybe like 2009, in the advent of people growing their hair all the time, I just decided I was gonna cut my own hair. And then proceeded to give myself a dark Caesar every time I got a haircut. The apple doesn't really fall far from the tree or the pair of clippers. I feel like white people just don't get their hair cut anymore when they get sick of their dad cutting their hair. They just say, screw you, mom, I'm gonna look like a rock star now. And so as I'm looking around, I think this was probably like 2012 or something-ish. I look around at all the white men that are circling or in my area, and it seems like everyone's got like a Hitler's Youth haircut. Like, what's up with you know what a Hitler's Youth haircut is? It's like a fade brush cut, like the hair parted right here, flipped to the side, and then a fade all the way around. I don't know if like it was the advent of Obama or the impetus of Trump, but somewhere along the line, you whites just started Sieg Heiling your way into a fade with the side part or whatever it is thing here that you guys do. And no knock to you, I'm just saying, like, I'm starting to get a little bit afraid for Jewish people and everybody who looks like me. If it's one thing I prefer not to happen in the United States is for the Nazi regime to somehow make some miraculous return. Just at least wait until I get comfortable moving out of the country. America's popping right now. Give me like 2 years to get out of grad school or something. If you thought the thing you should be worried about now are the guys with the flippy hair fades, then you're absolutely wrong. It's the guys with the cornrows that you should be worried about. Now, in the advent of the flippy hair fade guys, the thought cut guys came in too. It's like everyone at the same time grew the top of their head and just cut the bottom of it off. Now, the cornrow guys are a natural progression, a derivative of the thought cut guys. The thought cut guys used to play women all the time. That's why it's called a thought cut, right? The nappy fade, the thought cut, because they're all men thoughts. And with the thought cut guys, what happened is they played so many women that they finally found found the one woman who could play them and got their heart played out. And so in their growth of their hair, now since, I don't know, like 2012, all the way up till now, they have all this hair on their head that they can cornrow. There is nothing more aggressive than a man with cornrows, and that's because of their derivative from having the thought cut and getting their heart broken. Now they have all this pent up rage in their body, ready to hurt anybody they see anywhere close to them. Know that these guys still have braids with the fade. Once again, I don't know what's with the bush on top, cut grass on the side look, but I'm rolling with it here. I'm cool with it. I can't do a fade. I'm cutting my own hair here. Dark Caesar every time, remember, Dark Caesar. Now, if you're doubting everything I'm saying about the guys with cornrows, think about every image you have of a guy with cornrows in your head. Think about Allen Iverson. Shoots over a guy, steps over him, not even kind enough to offer his hand to help this man up. Think about Trey Songz. He couldn't help but wait. I can't help but wait to beat you up. Trey Songz was an aggressive man. He was known for fighting people all the time. Cornrows, once again. Pusha T. Tick, tick, tick. That man is sick, sick, sick. He laid the greatest ether on Drake of all time. This man has been cornrolling his hair for way too long. People with cornrows are hyper aggressive. Tyga might be the only non-aggressive person with cornrows, but his hairline is fake, so it's probably like a sew-in anyway. It doesn't count. Tyga! Now, the only people who could possibly combat the cornrows guys are the dreads guys. Now, the dreads guys didn't go through the thought cut phase. They've been here for a while. Like, think of all the guys with dreads right now. Chief Keef, XXX Tentacion, all of these people beat people up, for real, for real. You're not beating a guy with dreads. A guy with dreads has the strength of 1,000 men. Have you ever heard of Samson? Samson was a man in the Bible whose hair was akin to his strength. For every inch of hair he had was probably 10 people's worth of strength that he gained. The Bible was warning us of the dreadheads because they were telling us if you let these people grow their hair, they're beating your ass on sight. I don't trust people in strength activities who don't have dreads. I mean, if I hire movers and not one of the guys has dreads, I'm preemptively cutting every bit of their tip in half because I'm by default the strongest person there. Somebody let me know when the guys with dreads and the guys with cornrows start battling, because I'm gonna bring popcorn and Dark Caesars for everybody there, and maybe like face masks and helmets and riot armor, because they might start beating everyone else up too. Fret not those holding down the short hair regime like me, because the bald-headed women are holding it down for us on social media. Now, I like the bald-headed women because they think ahead. They're 10 steps ahead of everybody in a fight. The bald-headed woman knows that as she fights a woman, that woman cannot grab her hair and drag her. The bald-headed woman knows that there's no world star moment for her because she can't get dragged. The only beef I have with the bald-headed woman is a woman can't shave her hair without telling everyone that she shaved her hair. There's not one woman with a bald head who doesn't have bald baddie, bald baby, or bald eagle somewhere in her Instagram bio, letting everyone know that she shaved her hair, even though we can see that every single picture you have on your Instagram is you with a bald ass head. Y'all wanna be that big dude from Vine so bad. I got a bald head, motherfucker. Personally, I'm waiting for all of the bald women to just come out and admit that they don't have hair because their mom permed it too many times and it's just damaged beyond repair. It wasn't a big chop for you, sis. And shout out to the natural women who admittedly cut their hair off because their mama burned their hair too many times. And your scalp looks like Wade Wilson from Deadpool. Like some of y'all pre-natural hair girls got scalp skin like Seal. Y'all hate perm unless it's on people you actually like. Chris Brown said "hoo in one song, and now he can just pull up to any salon and ask for the "My Son Is My King" haircut, Hitler's Youth Edition. Chris Brown is one perm away from putting bald baddie in his Instagram and dragging women. He kind of did that, but that's a touchy thing. I think with all of these haircut talks, I'm just so interested as to like how you guys ask for what you want in the barbershop. Whoo, time to get this cut, boy. Hey, bro, how you doing? How's it going? Yeah, You miss me with the formalities, bro. You getting the cut or not? What you want? You know what? I feel like I'm kind of looking for let me get Michael Jackson before Neverland. Yeah, don't do the Neverland thing. He kind of got that kids going on with him. I don't really, I'm going for more Billie Jean's Not My Lover, you know? Let me get Kelly Price before weight loss surgery. Like, I want to be able to sing a song and eat a cheeseburger at the same time. So you telling me you want to look like a big woman with the ability to sing, but with low cholesterol? Yeah, Kelly Price got a little bit too much hair. Let's go all bald. How about that? I want to be so dark and bald that I look like one of the parents in the kids crossing signs. Like, I want people to use me as a notification of when they should cross the street. So you didn't want to look like Michael Jackson, but you want to look like you helped children cross the street? Mr. Rogers head ass. You know what? Give me a Jimi Hendrix fro kind of thing. Like, I want white people to love me for my music, but I also want them to try to throw pencils in it and use me as a microphone at their leisure. You know what? Give me like a box cut. I don't know if you've seen those BruceRants videos. Like, I want to look like the brown squares that be in the background. As a matter of fact, maybe just make me look like BruceRants. That's a handsome guy, I think. Talking about something you want to look like BruceRants. Should've said you want to look like Charlie Murphy, dark skin head ass. You dark as everything. You dark as these chairs, boy. You dark as midnight. You dark as under the bed. You dark as under the fridge. You dark as a piano dark. You dark as anything. You so dark, if you got a PhD, they will call you a doctor. You so dark, when people ask for black coffee, you pull up. You so dark, you moonlight as a black Sharpie. You so dark, you smile at midnight to scare white people. All right, I get it. I'm dark. Sheesh. So that means you can give me a cut to make me light skinned?
My guy pretty like a girl, and he got